Why were dead ball eras so dominant in baseball? Imagine a time when pitchers seemed almost untouchable and scoring runs was a rare event. That period is known as the dead ball era, spanning roughly from 1900 to 1920. During this time, pitchers posted remarkably low earned run averages, or ERAs, which is a key statistic used to measure pitching performance. The ERA tells us how many earned runs a pitcher allows on average over 9 innings. Lower ERAs mean better pitching. But why were ERAs so much lower back then? That's what we're here to find out. Back then, the baseball itself was quite different from today's ball. It was softer, less lively, and would often become worn or scuffed during a game. This made the ball harder to hit for distance, which meant fewer home runs and extra base hits. Since fewer runs were scored overall, pitchers naturally had lower ERAs. The ball was used for many innings, sometimes until it was nearly unrecognizable, further reducing offensive chances. Rules also played a big role. Pitchers were allowed to scuff, spit on, or alter the baseball in ways that made it move unpredictably. The spitball, for example, was legal and gave pitchers an advantage by making the ball break or wobble in unexpected ways. This made it tough for batters to make solid contact and resulted in fewer hits and runs. These tactics directly contributed to the low ERAs of the era. Ballparks of that time were larger and more spacious, especially in the outfield. The bigger fields meant that hitting a home run was much harder because the ball had farther to travel. With the combination of a dead ball and big stadiums, most hits were singles or doubles, and runs were hard to come by. This kept the score low and pitchers' ERAs even lower. The style of play was also different. Teams focused on small ball tactics like bunting, stealing bases, and manufacturing runs instead of swinging for home runs. Pitchers often finished games without relief pitchers, which meant they had to pace themselves carefully. This approach helped keep ERAs down because big innings and high run totals were less common. During the dead ball era, the average ERA was about 2.82, the lowest in baseball history. Since then, ERAs have generally been higher, thanks to changes in the ball, rules, and ballpark sizes that favored hitters. The low ERAs from that time reflected a game built around pitching and defense, making it much harder for batters to score. When comparing pitchers from that era to today, it's important to remember the context. Their low ERAs weren't just because they were better, but because the game itself was designed to favor pitchers. This helps us understand why ERAs were so dominant during the dead ball era and why they are different from modern statistics.